So, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is known for his unconventional way of thinking. He's that person that brings in unique perspectives to every interaction that makes you wonder, why didn't I think of this? Or why didn't I think of this way? He has over 2 decades of experience across multiple industries, multiple sectors, and has certifications so numerous that they are probably larger than the number of letters in Mississippi. He's widely known as the octopus, but I call him a genius. And today we are blessed to have him grace our stage today. So ladies and gentlemen, please can you put your hands together? Please put your hands together as I welcome to the stage. Please now put your hands together as I welcome to the stage Coach Sam Obafemi. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a setup, Michelle. It's a setup that I have to be the first speaker. I don't know what I did to you, bro. When Raymond told me in November last year that it's going to be a free event, I was like, wow. We host a summit every year for business owners, and the fee is 250K. And having to host this massive event for free, I think they deserve a sincere applause. Maybe a standing ovation if you don't mind. Please, let's keep clapping until I say you should stop. Thank you. Thank you, Barrister Raymond. We appreciate you. Thank you, guys. You may have your seat. Thank you. Like the previous guys have said, and even in the opening remark of Mr. Chukwuemeka, the most powerful thing or gift you can get is the right information. The most powerful. Because if they say follow person wey no road or follow who no road, it's a function of information really. Knowing who to follow, knowing what to pick, and applying it. So my encouragement to everyone this morning is find that information that is yours and run with it. Very key. Victor, good morning, sir. I have been in business for 13 years as a life coach, executive and business coach. And I can say for a fact that doing business in this country, especially knowledge business, you have to think on your feet. You have to be resilient. You have to have grit. You have to keep pushing. So having us here today for free is priceless. Once again, thank you very much. I want to appreciate my wife who is in the room. Mrs. O is here.
Yes. I'm recording.
I always hear
Yeah, they're streaming.
Team is here. OBK and Onome are here. I have a gift. I love to give gifts. I'm a sucker for gifts. I don't know if there's a way to track the very first person who arrived this morning. That may be tough. Okay, so people are already pointing at her. So wow, it's so known that you are the first person. How did you do it? Because normally when I get this, I hear people start saying, no, it's me, no, it's you, it's her. So I have 3 books here. One is titled Marketing Without a Budget, which is around the subject I'll be discussing this morning. One is called Based on Logistics. This book is about structure and systems. And then one is called Fans Don't Pay. People hype you, they won't pay you. It's a marketing conversation. So I would like to give you my most recent gift book, which is the topic I'm discussing this morning. Please celebrate her. Marketing Without a Budget is for you. Thank you. I don't know how I'm going to give these other 2 books, but I really would love to give these other 2 books. So I will leave it for now. Maybe when I'm sharing my thoughts, I will get to sense the energy in the room. Then I'll decide who has any of these books. Can my slides be projected? My name is Sam Obafemi. I'm called the Octopus. My work is to help you find where to get solutions for your problem. Simple. I'm very particular about people, relationships, and long-term thinking. I love long-term thinking. And that's why I'm called the Octopus. I'm still waiting for the slides. My topic this morning is how to use communities to build a real estate business. I have a doctoral degree and my niche is communities memberships, and subscriptions. I consider myself the king of subscriptions. If you want to build a subscription system around your business, that's an area of strength for me. If you want to build a community and a membership system, that's something I'm very comfortable to help you with. And that is what is going to constitute my presentation. Okay, so I'm just going to start because the slide was just to guide me, but I can speak off the slide. The first thing I want to ask you, I have a favor to ask of you. I want as many people in the room who can hear my voice and you like my voice to follow on Instagram. My handle is that you? Mustafa, right? Good to see you. My Instagram handle is Obafemi. Please find it. There was a QR code on my slide that you could have just scanned, but while we wait for that, I want you to search for Obafemi on Instagram and please follow me. I know why. I give a lot of gifts and many times on my handle, I do some of this knowledge-based sharing and gifts, downloadable courses that I give, and I think it will help. Oh, interesting. So let me start. How to use communities to build a real estate business. First thing I want you to write in your book is that community is all about access. Community is all about access. Communities are a gathering or a collection of people that follow your work. If you are here, whatever business you do, because I would like to assume that not only realtors are here, you have to know that someone is watching your work. Your job as a business owner is to move someone from listening to your work to actively buying from your work. It is very important for you to be conscious of the fact that someone is scanning and following and observing your work. Very key. And so the conversation around communities is that I am moving people from stalking me, watching me, observing me, into following me, and then buying from me. The conversation around community is access. The simple way I can express this is that somebody that is following you can be the gate for people that will buy from you. Every person that ever stumbles on anything you do can be the reason why someone else will buy from you. So your job is to condition this person until they get to where they are willing to sell you to someone. That's the conversation around communities. Tending someone, grooming someone, and making them owe you enough to bring people into your network and into your market. That is the conversation around communities. So, there's what called carrots and rats and cats. I want you to say after me, carrots, carrots, rats, and cats. A carrot is defined as what would I share or give that allows people want to come to my brand. You have attended this conference already. This is a carrot. We didn't ask you to pay. You probably just had to wake up on time, spend your transport money to come here, and you are happy you came. That's a carrot. What can happen from here is that tomorrow some of you will be in the masterclass, which I'm fortunate to be teaching. And some of you would follow the handles of the co-conveners, which is a good thing. Some of you may click on a link somewhere where they are promoting something you want to be in their newsletter database. That's a good thing. That is a carrot. A carrot is what your business does that makes people say, I'm in. It's such a priceless thing every business must have. Every business that has a one-time buyer will die. If your business focuses or just has or experiences just one-time buying, you will die. Because the real game of business is repeat purchase. Somebody buys from you and buys again from you, and bring somebody to buy from you, and that person buys again from you, and the two of them bring people to buy from you, and those ones buy again from you. That is what keeps us in business. And it is the carrot that brings them in. That free ebook download, that free town hall meeting, that free IG session, that free webinar, that free seminar, Thrive conference is the carrot. So I want to ask you, this 2025, what carrots should I create that brings people into my brand funnel? That's a question you want to ask yourself every day. The most important asset in business is the rat, the person that comes into my funnel. But what attracts the rat is the carrot. If you want to have a large farm of cats, you must have a large farm of carrots that will bring in as many rats as possible. Did you hear me? I'll say that again. If you want to have a large farm of cats, you must have a large farm of carrots that will attract a high number of rats. What's a rat? A rat is the person that is going to buy from you. And you want to feed them enough carrots that fattens them and keeps them fond of the carrots. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to design a business model that gets people addicted to your brand, high on your brand, fond of your brand, attracted to your brand, wanting your brand, a likable brand. Whatever you do to achieve this is the carrot. And as you're achieving this, you're attracting many rats. The larger the size of your community, the higher the potential of sale. And when you start selling, that's the cat. The cat is defined as the opportunity I can derive from the number of rats in my farm. Let me use a hypothetical example. When Facebook came into our lives around 2007-ish, everybody was busy registering a Facebook account. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg told us that the vision of Facebook is to connect people. That was his drive. He sold us a carrot. Do you want to connect with your alumni? Go on Facebook. You want to connect and build family cycles? Go on Facebook. Those days on Facebook, we were writing the books we read and the movies we watched. It used to be fun, right? When he had amassed us into Facebook, at some point, Facebook was the 4th largest country in the world, based on statistics. If Facebook was a country, it would have been the 4th largest country in the world. That was what statistics showed at a point. Then guess what Mark Zuckerberg did? He then went to start talking to businesses and say, I have a large farm of rats. I am the 4th largest country if Facebook were to be a country. How about talking to them to promote your business? Alexis, good to see you. And boom, we started paying for sponsored ads and boosting our content. And guess what Facebook simply did? Hey, come, what do you want? I want businesses in Abuja. I want people within the age range 18 to 25. I want people in this kind of businesses. You were selecting attributes of whom your sponsored ads should go to. Yes or no? Yes. That was the cat opportunity. It's the same science. Your business must focus on attracting the people into it with carrots. And when you do so, then you begin to trade that data, trade that knowledge, trade that size of rats to help them do business with you. And that is the conversation around communities. So, there are deeper things I'll share in the masterclass tomorrow. But let me share 6 questions you must ask yourself if you will build a community that will work. Number 1, why does my business need a community? Don't take my word for it. Go and do your research, probably get my book and read it. Whatever works for you, you need to ask yourself, why do we need a community? I can tell you for a fact, a community helps you achieve the following things. Number 1, a community helps you build brand strength. The more people in your community, the stronger your brand. Number two, a community helps you increase your product variation, because as people are relating with you in a community and they're engaging, you get to have more ideas about products or services that they want. Number three is that a community helps you have guaranteed revenue, because the first people that will buy anything from you are the people in your community. These are first three examples. The rest you can get from my book, or you can get on the internet if you make that research. So the first question is, why do we need the community in our business? The second question is, how does community click with our overall strategic objective as a business? I am not asking you to build a community and then you just start running to build a community. If your goal this year is to acquire new estates, how can the community help us do that? If your goal this year is to build capacity for knowing and understanding real estate business, how does a community help me to do that? You have to know, how does community connect with your overall business strategy? The third question you should ask yourself is, who are the people we want in our community? The buyer descriptor. Not everybody is your buyer, and not everybody is for your community. So you want to ask yourself, who is my buyer descriptor? Who is that business buyer? Who is that buyer that clicks with our objective and community? That's the third question. Who is our buyer descriptor? Number four is, what are the activities? What's the platform? Sorry. Number four is, what is the platform that suits the buyer? If I'm creating a community, how do we meet? Is it WhatsApp? Is it Telegram? Is it offline? Where do we meet? Where do I have constant engagements with the buyer descriptor? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the buyer that will stay is the buyer you engage. The buyer that will stay is the buyer you engage. Those in advertising will say, what guarantees traction is top of mind presence. But top of mind presence is engagement. That is why Coca-Cola is always in our faces. Do you know? That is why Samsung is always in our faces. Buyer engagement. There has to be something they are constantly doing with you. If not, we move on to the next best thing. So the question is, what platform can help me engage with my buyer descriptor? How many questions have I shared? 4 questions. Question number 5. Before I say question number 5, I want you to read out question number 1. Question number 1 is what? Yes, I'm not here now. Please be a bit more articulate. Question number 1.
Why does my business need a community?
Fantastic. Question number 2.
Overall business strategy.
Thank you. Question number 3.
Who are the people I want my community?
Okay. Question number 4.
What is the platform that suits the buyer?
Fantastic. Question number 5 is, what activities must we roll out to keep the engagement going and to convince those inside to bring other people inside? What activities must we roll out? There has to be an engagement activity. Some problems many of us face with business that makes people develop buyer apathy or buyer fatigue. Buyer fatigue means that they're tired of your marketing. It's because we're only marketing. Every time you share content, you're selling something. You're not building, you're not educating, you're not enlightening, you're not collaborating, you're not informing, you're not empowering, you're just selling, and they're like, I beg, you don't do. They'll just mute your handle. So question number 5 is, what activities should we roll out to keep the engagement rich, so that they are able to say, you get this community, what I did, man, the knowledge that they share for there is solid. I think you should be part of it. Because the larger the size of your community, the higher the size of the transactions. The question number 6, how do I leverage the people in my community to close sales? How do I leverage the people in my community to close sales? So I'm hoping that in this very short talk, tomorrow I'm going to be sharing a lot more frameworks in the masterclass. And if you come tomorrow, then you have the slides for today. I'm not sure today's people will get the slides. I think we'll leave that for the masterclass tomorrow. It is key for you to attend the masterclass. But if anything, do your homework, build a community. Community is about access. Community is about building your brand strength. Look at it this way. If you have 1,000 people in your community and only 500 people put up your product flyers on their status, on their social media, okay, 500 people is even being too ambitious. 10%, 100 people put up your product flyers on their platforms and share it through other networks and groups. That will take you further than you alone running it. And that will build more trust than any digital marketing effort will do. You know why? If I share your flyer, those that trust me will trust you. If I do digital marketing, those that see it know that it's digital marketing. There is stronger power with community because it guarantees 97% trust than any digital marketing effort will do. It is why we say there is marketing without a budget. Because if you spend your money to build a community and the community people start promoting you, your budget for marketing crashes over time. Then you leverage the size of your community to become the strong brand that you want to be. Thank you for having me this morning, and I hope I added value to you. So I'm going to give out my 2 gifts, not you, sir. Go and meet your library science man to give you 500K. I'll leave it to the 2 of you to determine how they get these gifts. I appreciate the opportunity. God bless you. See you guys.